Hi guys and welcome to today's video. Today I am looking crazy AF and that is because today I'm going to be trying out the Magic Makeup Remover cloth. I know this was like floating around maybe like beginning of the year, maybe even last year, I'm not even too sure, but I've had this cloth in my drawer for about 6 months now. I've just taken out the packaging here, still got the price tag on it, pristine clean. So yeah, it's taken me 6 months to get around to filming this video, which is crazy. And I've decided to film it at 1:08 in the morning. Why not? So basically I have done half a face of kind of going out glam look. If you could say it's very, very quick glam, but like a going out look on one side and then a very everyday, what I do for work, what I do for just going around the house kind of thing. Very, very simple day look here and then glamorous going out night here. And that's because I wanted to test different makeup sort of styles and actually if the makeup eraser is better for everyday use or can it be used for going out as well. I will talk through all the products I have used in a moment, and I'll kind of just do a quick talk through tutorial in a second on both makeup looks and what I used. I'll also put all the products I did use down below in the description bar. So if you've ever seen this cloth before, you'll know that all you've got to do is soak it, wring it out and just use it as like a wipe. But there's like no product in this at all, it's just like a microfiber cloth that you use on your face. And on the back it says, just add water, no additional products or chemicals needed, works great for even waterproof mascara, double-sided with 2 unique fabric textures, short texture for basic makeup removal and long texture for deep cleansing and exfoliating. So knowing that, I'm going to show you the products that I did apply to my face. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna do the tutorial for you. So on the everyday side of my face, I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Fix and Perfect Concealer just because it's nice and lightweight during the day. And then on the other side of my face, I'm going to be using the Benefit Porefessional in my T-zone to fill in my pores. And then I'm going to be using the SportFX Cool Down Primer, just kind of pat in the rest of my face, just to give me longevity of my makeup, to be honest, which is what I like in the evenings. Then for the everyday side of my face, I'm using the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation. I find this looks really natural on me and it just gives me that sort of medium coverage during the day and it lasts a long time too. So I'll just buff this into my skin with a foundation brush and then kind of pat it all in with a sponge just to make it all perfect. And then for the going outside, I'll be using the Milani Cover and Perfect Foundation and just buff that in with the sponge just to give a good coverage. For the everyday side of my face, I'll be using the Collection Concealer and just put this underneath my eyes and any blemishes I may have. And then I'll just pat that all in with a sponge, making sure that I buff it in nicely. And then for the outgoing side, I'll be using the Loreal Perfect Match Concealer. I prefer a heavier concealer, to be honest, so that I can highlight and correct almost. So I apply quite a lot of this and buff in with the sponge again. For powder, on the everyday side of my face, I use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. It's just really lightweight and it's really nice on my skin. And then on the outgoing side, I use the RCMA No Colour Powder and then take a flat top kabuki again and just buff this all in to make sure everything is set. And then going on to brows, I just spoonie my brows upwards and outwards, and then with a MAC eyeshadow in charcoal brown, I kind of just fill in my brows really naturally, sort of making hair-like motions and yeah, just filling them in and making them look really sort of not too blocky, as you can see here, and then just spool them out again. Then on the outgoing side of my face, I use the Wunder brow through my brows. I just really like my brows to stay all night sort of thing when I go out, and I just find that the Wunder brow does that for me. So I just run this through my brows and try to comb through them, as you'll see in a minute, with a spoolie and just try to get them really precise. I then go into the MUA Fire Vixen eyeshadow palette, and this is just for my everyday. I just chuck any old colour in the crease and whatever I'm feeling. I love this palette just because it's so wearable, and usually I don't do too much going on in my eyes. I just throw a few colours like I am right now into the crease and just create a little bit more depth. Sometimes I put like a shimmery shade on the lid or something like that, but yeah, as you see, like it's just a really simple eye look. I'm then going into my very favourite and well-loved Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm just gravitating towards sort of the warm colours and buffing them through my crease and creating depth in my eye. I do like a dramatic look when I go out, so I like to use this palette, like very much so. And they're pressed pigments, so they are very, very strong in colour. Then going into my favourite glitters, these are the Flawless Brushes glitters. I have done a video on these, so I'll link that down below if you'd like to watch it. Yeah, I'm just applying the gold colour all over my lid, and god, these are just stunning. So yeah, I love these. Just pressing that all over the lid to create some extra glam. I'm then going back into that electric palette, and I'm just kind of creating more depth by adding some more shadow over the top of the glitters and finishing it off really. Then for mascaras, on an everyday basis, I just apply whatever's on hand. This one happens to be the Maybelline Lash Sensational. This one makes me look really awake and kind of separates my lashes really nicely. And then I don't usually do this, but I'm applying a waterproof mascara on the Going Outside. This is the Too Faced waterproof mascara, and yeah, I'm just applying that all through the lashes. I then apply a powder bronzer by Bourjois on the everyday side of my face, just because it's really easy and quick to buff into my skin. And then for the other side, I use a cream bronzer, just because I find this one kind of primes my face for a powder. I'm using the Benefit Hoola Stick, or yeah, I think it's the Hoola Quickie Stick it is in fact. And like I said, it just primes my face for the bronzer, and I just buff this in with the foundation brush that I used previously, just because I find it gives a bit more of a seamless blend and doesn't look too blocky around my skin. I then go into a really sheeny bronzer. This one is the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer, I think that's what it's called. And I just put this right over where I put that quickie stick, and it just creates like a really nice sort of sheen to my skin. And then go into the Milani blush, and this is just applied on my Going Outside face, because again, it's sheeny and it just makes my skin look really sort of very velvety looking, and I really like that. I use a Essence matte blush for the everyday side of my face, just gives me a quick pop of colour, not really too bothered about what colour I usually go for, just something cheap and cheerful. I then like the matte soft and gentle highlighter at the moment for the everyday side of my face, just because I find it's not too chunky and glittery, and I just apply that a generous amount on my cheeks mostly. And then for the outgoing side of my face, I like something very strobing, so I'm going into the Sleek Solstice palette, going into those kind of orangey and yellow colours, and I just find that this is really blinding, and it just stays on all night long, so I love this one. Then for the Going Outside of my face, I use a liquid lipstick. I honestly couldn't tell you which one this is. It's either a Colourpop one or a Jeffree Star one, but I like a liquid lipstick for the outgoing, and then just normal lipstick for an everyday, just because I'm not really bothered about the longevity of my lipstick during the day. So yeah, look at that crazy colour comparison. So we're all done, let's get some makeup taken off. Okay, so makeup done. This was obviously the final look that I came up with, if you can call it a look. It's not, I don't know, it's not really a look, is it? It's kind of two looks, but this is the final sort of thing that I came up with to test as many products as I could, because I really want to put this to the test and see if it's worth it. You know, this is £5, so I paid £4.99 for this. Is it going to replace my wipes? I don't know. I love my Simple Micellar wipes. Will it replace them? We're going to find out. On the directions, it just says wet a section of the Magic Makeup Remover cloth. Use cloth to wash face in a circular motion, one section at a time. Use a clean section for next use and hang to dry. Machine wash once a week or as needed. So what I'm going to do is, it has long hair on this side. I don't know if you can see that. It has like really long fluffy hair on this side. And then on this side, I don't know if you can actually tell the difference, it's quite short. So it does say here the short texture was for basic makeup removal and the long texture for deep cleansing and exfoliating. So what I'm going to do is I want to try and use the short texture first across my entire face, and then see how much that gets off. And then I'm going to use the long side over that and see how much I can get off. So yeah, let's go wet this thing. Okay, so it's wet. I don't know if you're going to actually tell that at all. It doesn't look any different, and it feels like it's very quick drying. So I'm going to try and go in with this pretty quickly. Like I said, I'm going to go in with the short side first. So let's go for it. I want to give it a wiggle about. Well, oh my god, it looks really weird. I've got two hands on there where I've grabbed and pulled the makeup off, so let's just wiggle it about again. Oh wow, it's so soft. It is so soft I can't even say. That's amazing. I'm not even like pushing hard or anything. So I've obviously got the Wunder brow on this brow here. This is what I put on whenever I go out because of the longevity of it, so I'll be interested to see how easy it is to take that off. God, it's coming off really easily on the towel. That's the Wonder Brow right there. I'm amazed. Whoa. I didn't actually think this would work, to be honest. I'm definitely struggling with my more full coverage side of the face. Like, you can see sort of the foundation's completely come off this bit, but you can still see traces of it here, a little bit on my jaw. I don't know, it's just not coming off as easily as the other side. And the glitter is not coming off at all. It's just spreading around. I don't know if you can see that at all. But it's just got glitter like all under my eye rather than actually coming off. Be fair though, I'm just like going quite gently but just being quite repetitive over the places that it's not taking off as quick. And that Wonder Brow is starting to come off a lot faster. Obviously this one is completely off now, this is my natural brow, but there is still remnants of the Wonder Brow there, but it's coming off much more easily than if I had just a normal micellar wipe, because it takes bloody ages. So what I'm going to do, I feel like I've got the most off as I can with that side of the towel. I'm going to go on to the long side, which said it was going to be more deeper cleansing and exfoliating, so we're going to try that. Wow, that's really cool. Like, I proper went under my eye earlier with this side and it's still picking up product. Wow, that's really cool. So I went into town on my eye with this side of the towel and it's still picking product up with the other side, so it does show that there's a bit of difference in texture. It's mostly gone on this side, to be fair, so this side feels really clean, but this side has still got glitter around it, the pigments are still there. It's not taken the makeup off this side. So what I'm going to do to give it a fair run is I'm going to wash it, like try and get all the product off of this a little bit and just re-wet it and see if it makes any difference, if it's more soaked again, because it feels really dry now. It feels like it's completely dried out, which feels so bizarre because I properly soaked this and now it's like bone dry almost. So I'm going to go refresh it with some more water and see if the results are any better. It's properly soaked, so I'm just going to go in once again, back in where I didn't feel like it took off my makeup. Okay, one thing I've noticed, and it's definitely not anything to do with the wetness of the towel, is that it's not picking up any of that glitter whatsoever. So if you've got a really glittery eye look going on, would not recommend using this to take it off. But I think for every, like, literally the glitter is all over my face. Like, I've literally got pink fluff in my hair and glitter all over my face now, which it's going to be an absolute bitch to take off. But on a first impression, I think it's absolutely incredible. Like, the way it's just taken off pretty much all my makeup. Like, I'm now looking a bit like a white pasty toe right now, but it's taken off the majority of my makeup. It's not taken off with waterproof mascara to the point where I'd be happy to go to bed. Like, you know, I don't feel like it's all off, and I know that I wouldn't go to bed with like this because it's not off my face. But like I said, if you're going to use this on an everyday basis, just to take off your makeup, like when you get home from work or something, or you're just round your friend's house for a sleepover, or, you know, I don't know, you're not going to be putting on heavy makeup and it's just everyday makeup, this is really good. Like, it's going to save you a lot of money in wipes or micellar water, or however you take off your makeup for an everyday basis. It's really good in that sort of way because obviously it's going to last a lot longer. And it's really gentle on the skin, really gentle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a simple micellar wipe here that I've got in my hand, and I'm going to try and go over half my face at a time and see what residue is picked up. Okay, so for the everyday side face here, and not a lot has been picked up whatsoever, I would be very happy to go to bed knowing that only that is left on my face. I try to clean my face as much as I can before I go to bed because I hate having anything on my face. So we're just going to go on to the other side of the face and hopefully pick up that glitter. Okay, so the final verdict of that is that you can see, if I show you the right side of the wipe, that not a lot of makeup has come off again. You can see the little bit of mascara that I've picked up, and you won't be able to see it, but it has picked up all of the glitter off the face, whereas this did not pick up the glitter whatsoever. So, I don't know. It's how you view it. I think the micellar wipes are really good for knowing that you have taken every ounce of makeup off your face, but this is really convenient if you just want to, you know, keep this on the radiator in the bathroom and you just want to use it for an everyday basis, like when you get in from work and you're just like, ugh, I want to take it off. You know, the only time I think I would recommend you buying this is if you suffer from very, very sensitive skin, and you break out or you have skin allergies with products, even with micellar products. I'd say go for this because there's nothing apart from the towels, and you know, it's water. So if you've got very, very sensitive skin, I would say this is a very, very good bet. And it does take your makeup off. Look at it, you know, my makeup is off, and there are only little, it's residue on this, and to be quite honest, I'd be okay with going to bed like that, you know. So yeah, I'd say it works. It works. I don't think I've missed anything out. If I have, I'm very sorry, and you can fire away questions down in the comments and I will be sure to answer them. But I'm horrifically tired now because it is so late at night. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go have a shower and go to bed. This has been great. I would recommend it if you have sensitive skin, you want to try it out, it does work. So if you want something like this, go buy it, it's really good. And it's only £5. I think I'm rambling on now because I'm so tired and I can hear it in my voice. I'm getting like old man voice right now. So I'm going to go off to bed. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys, and welcome. I got something in my teeth. And if so, oh, I just got water everywhere. Oh, why am I doing this to myself? Oh.